Hey guys, how's it going? This is a little weird. I'm trying a different... We're trying it, never mind. Anyway, okay, so wildcard weekend is in the books, and fortunately we were able to sit out because we beat the Rams in week 17, so we got the first round bye and home field advantage throughout the playoffs, which is awesome. I did miss watching the Hawks play this week, but I was really glad that they were able to rest. And speaking of that week 17 game, I never got to recap it because I was traveling last week with the holidays. So let's see, let me just say about that game. We got off to a slow start like we have been. There were some early mistakes that had me a little worried, like the Russell Wilson interception, and Beast Mode had a rare fumble. But like they've been doing, our defense kept us in the game. They played so lights out, our defense. And then we got it going in the second half. You know, we got it going. Beast Mode had that touchdown run where he he basically walked into the end zone. He was like looking behind him like, what, no one's gonna tackle me? And our rookie wide receivers, Paul Richardson and Kevin Norwood, are starting to look fantastic. I'm really excited about these guys. They're really starting to shine. Paul Richardson in particular had this amazing catch in between two defenders that was just like, how did he get that? But it was pretty sweet. And of course, you know, our defense, Jordan Hill had that interception, and then there was that the turnover where Bobby Wagner popped out the ball and Bruce Irvin got it and he ran into the end zone for a pick six. That was really sweet. And then my favorite moment, I think, of the entire game was in the fourth quarter when Earl Thomas basically karate chopped the ball out of this guy's arm that was headed for the end zone before he got there, and it was a touchback. It was like, these guys, the Legion of Boom, they just go after the ball. On every possession, they just want to take away the football, and it's so awesome. Okay, so here we are today at the end of wildcard weekend, and we know what the NFC picture is going to look like. We know that Dallas beat Detroit, and they're going to Green Bay, and Carolina beat Arizona, so we are going to play the Carolina Panthers at home in Seattle on Saturday. And I don't want to focus on the other game because I think we need to focus on the task at hand, one game at a time, and not get distracted by the big picture of the playoffs. But later this week, I will do a more in-depth preview of Carolina at Seattle, you know, as we get closer to that game. So for now, I just want to say, with regard to the Dallas-Detroit game, a couple takeaways for me in that one. With Detroit leaving the playoffs. Number one, Ndamukong Suh. The fact that he was able to successfully appeal his suspension for stepping on Aaron Rodgers is ridiculous. That guy is a criminal, and until the NFL gets wise and kicks him out, the only thing I will say is I'm really glad that he is not going to have the opportunity to step on or otherwise injure Russell Wilson. Thank you. Exit stage left. And for Golden Tate, for you, you know, you were quoted on ESPN radio recently as making some comment that was sort of a backhanded compliment, I think, where you were giving a shout out to Doug Baldwin and Jermaine Kearse, and you said that they were doing the best that they could in the situation that they were in, which is a run-heavy offense with a pretty good quarterback, I guess. Well, Golden, I'm really glad that you're happy in Detroit, and I'm glad that your receiving yards are where you want them to be and all your stats are where you want them to be. But you and your pass-heavy offense are no longer in the playoffs. So, better luck next season. Now on to Carolina. This is running long, so like I said, I will do a more detailed preview coming up later this week, but I just want to say I saw a lot of really, really good things in that Arizona game that makes me think that we're not going to have a problem. Now I know it's the playoffs and win-loss record doesn't matter. It all goes away in the postseason. One and done. But, you know, Carolina, they're running the ball much better, and Cam Newton is running the ball. But they made a lot of mistakes in that game against Arizona. They made a lot of mistakes. They turned the ball over 3 times. And they had a lot of costly penalties. And I think the way that our defense is going after the football, I think they're going to have a big day against the Panthers. So I'm not worried. I don't want to be overconfident, but I'm not worried. So let's get ready, you guys. This is our first playoff game on Saturday. I'll be back later this week to talk about it. Go Hawks.